Orbiting 250 miles above, the space station provides us with the ultimate view of planet Earth. From this perspective, we ask our guests to engage with 6 questions that orbit around wonder and stories of hopefulness. For the next few minutes, this is our Wonderspace.
Welcome to the 110th episode of the Wonderspace Podcast, which is an expression of a family trust called Panaper. My name is Steve Cole, and since September 2020, I have asked the same 6 questions to over 100 people from around the world. This week, Wonderspace comes from Amsterdam, where 1,200 business leaders have come together from around the world for the Be for Good Leaders Summit, a summit that exists to accelerate the transition towards a regenerative economy, which will create social, environmental, and economic net positive value. For us at Wonderspace, we are here mining for stories of hopefulness. At a time where we are so easily overwhelmed with the headlines, we believe there is a different, more hopeful story that also runs alongside crisis and emergency. So if you need a dose of hopefulness around imagination, solutions, creativity, and positive disruption, then sit back and enjoy delegates engaging with this following question. What is your story of hopefulness that's not your own, about a person, business or non-profit who are doing amazing things for the world?
My name is Leen Zevenbergen. I am from Be for Good Leaders. We organized not only the summit, but basically the cooperative that is going on forever. It started before and it lasts after. There are thousands of brands that I would like to shout out, but let me take 2. One is the brand Fairphone. Fairphone is such an amazing company. It is the only circular mobile telephone in the world, and Eva, the CEO, is a very inspiring person that has been on the summit, will be on the summit next year as well. And Fairphone is a great company. The other one that inspired me was Anne from On the Rocks, Paper on the Rocks, an amazing story of her company and her life actually, because she had a stroke and she still runs this beautiful company with stone paper that they make. So those 2 brands, Fairphone and On the Rocks Stone Paper, are phenomenal companies.
My name is Anuradha. I'm the CEO of Paka Herbs. My story of hope is these 3 amazing women leaders that I have the privilege to work with. One is Leila from Roots, which is a charity business. And they do fabulous work mentoring women together with women from refugee backgrounds. So big shout out to them. The other one is Ruby Raut from WUCA. Again, using her platform, her voice to really do amazing stuff and change societal norms. And Molly Baker from the US, who's really got a fabulous team of digital women entrepreneurs, and again, punching way above their weight.
Eva Gouwens, CEO of Fairphone, and my person that brings me hope is Dennis Mukwege. He's a doctor in Congo and he helps victims, mainly women, but actually victims from the conflict, women who are raped, and he is an amazing, amazing person.
Hello, this is Lina Elisa from Turkey, from Beyond Brands Creative Agency. My story of hope is a non-governmental organization in Turkey called Birleşmiş Eller, which is building right now tent cities, shelters in the earthquake area.
So Bertrand Badré, Blue Like an Orange. I recently met with a woman, with an entrepreneur in Mali. Mali is one of the tough countries to do business in the world. She's doing a slaughterhouse and meat packing. And she's trying to convince the UN to buy her meat with no success, but she's still there and struggling to make sure that her meat is acceptable to everybody else. And she's just a fascinating story.
So I'm Magali Frankel from The Shift in Belgium. And my story of hope is what I heard this morning from Eva from Fairphone. to understand that it's not only the impact of your own organization, but to really actually transform a whole industry. And I really love that she has reached out to her competitors to achieve this collective impact.
Hello, my name's Galahad Clark. I'm from Vivo Barefoot, and my story of hopefulness is about Wilding, which is a German company run by an extraordinary lady called Anna Janner, and she's building a completely decentralized, democratic organization providing the healthiest, most sustainable shoes on the planet. All power to you, Anna, and may many people discover the wonderful joys of barefoot thanks to your incredible work.
My name is Sandra Horlings and I'm from InnoBoost. And I would love to shout out to Cheyenne Schuit and Christian Kreinhaag for taking the initiative to set up a whole new value chain for recycled solar panels. So we avoid a whole bunch of solar panels in 10 years. And they are collaborating with entrepreneurs in the township in South Africa to bring light for them to study.
Paul Hargreaves, I'm from Cotswold Fair. I'm the Chief Empowerment Officer, otherwise known as CEO. My shout out is to Cook, who make fantastic food for people's freezers. They were one of the first B Corps in the UK and have led the way in creating space within the food and drink sector and challenged many other food businesses to follow their path.
Corinne Tapp. I'm Senior Vice President for Friesland Campina, leading the Asia Pacific business. My shout out for hope is to Malati Wijsen. Malati is a beautiful woman who started an organization when she was 12 years old, trying to convince the Balinese government to clean up the act and make sure that Bali was going to come plastic bag free. She's now 22 and leads an organization of change makers around the world, Youthopia. She's an awesome woman and an amazing leader.
My name is Laurence de Broe. I'm an independent board member with Novo Nordisk, Randstad and Exor, and as well with a smaller company called Kite Insight. And I would like to give a shout out to Sophie Lambin, who's the founder of Kite Insights. And the motto of the company is thoughtful action on issues that matter. And it says everything. It's equipping workers, employees, leaders, citizens with the right knowledge on climate and beyond to do the right thing and to become positive activists wherever they are.
I'm Mike Oudenhoven, CEO of Something, and my story of hope is seeing tens of thousands of people around the world actively creating jobs to restore nature. Whether it's tree planting, plastic removals, coral restorations, all this amazing work is being done. And I think really if we pull together, we can bring nature back to its original state.
My name is Marion van Happen and I'm the CEO of Head First Group. And I would like to give a shout out to Michel Scholtes. He's from True Price. And I was really impressed by his not only saying what he hopes for, but his actions and his resilience in reaching his North Star.
My name is Audrey Sellian. I'm with Rianta Capital Zurich, and my shout out is to the Impact Hub Global Network, because I am inspired constantly by the scale scope of that network and the kinds of people and souls that it attracts, and because it's such a change maker on the ground in so many countries. So this is Impact at Scale.
Eric Brun-Benslow from America Limited and Sevier Foundation. My story of hope is an extraordinary woman called Laura Storm. She has brought me onto the path of regenerative leadership, and she epitomizes everything that is leadership and regenerative in this world. Check her out.
So my name is Benedict and I work for Nativa, and my story of hope is recognizing the work that EcoAlf does to harvest the plastic from the oceans and develop new technologies that allow us to create new materials for the fashion industry with the best quality possible.
Hi, my name is Electra Columbi from Circle Economy, and my story of hope came from yesterday when I saw a great new company. It's called Petit Pli. They are based in London, and they are creating clothes that grow with your kid. So they have developed such materials that you can use since your kid is few months old, and they can stay with them until they are 4. I found it amazing how we can be inventive, imaginative, while really thinking of people and planet at the same time.
Yes, hi, my name is Henry Van Egen. I'm the CEO of the Royal Tropical Institute in Amsterdam. And my hope and my inspiration comes from Ryan Gallard. Ryan Gallard is the CEO of Patagonia. I know him personally, and I think Patagonia is going through a tremendous change, partly because the owner offering new opportunities. And I really hope that Patagonia will even more so become a leader in the transformative economy.
Okay, hello. My name is Frederik Glasener. I'm from Albert Heijn. I'm working in sustainability there. My story of hope is, I visited a factory last month. It's called Protix. They're making protein out of insects. So that's very insightful, I think very inspirational for the future. So that's my story of hope. I hope they will scale up and change the food system.
So I'm Clara Navarro from Barcelona, CEO and co-founder of the Ship2Be Foundation. And my story of hope is lots of people starting to ask the really hard questions, like how do we give intrinsic value to life and the planet, and hence how do we change the rules of the game in the economic system, and through that make the bigger, deeper changes and not just the superficial ones.
I'm Diederik Jansen with Energize.org, and my story of hopefulness is Davine Spa, who I learned today hired a philosopher some years ago to fully rethink how they do business. That really inspired me.
Hi, my name is Tatiana Glad from the Impact Hub Network. I'm very impressed by Arthur Capital, who is doing a lot of work to really create more humanization of financial capital in supporting, particularly in the Indian market, but also really spreading ripples across the world of how we need to have more regenerative finance working for entrepreneurs.
My name is Gijs de Beus. I'm a strategy partner at Friends and Foes. And my shout out would be to Nicole and Sabine at Farm Access, which is an NGO that helps build systemic change in sub-Saharan African healthcare. They have helped people with insurance, with quality standards, with funding for hospitals. They're completely changing the system. They're just about to engage on their next step in their strategy, which is going to be about connectivity and mobility and data. And they're going to make sure that health data becomes a public good and not owned by the big tech companies. So power to them.
Hi there, my name is Marjolein Bras. I'm the CEO of Food Valley, an organization that works on transition of the food system. My story of hope is In Stock, and In Stock is an organization that prevents food from going into waste. And they do that by providing it to make it very easy for you and I to actually ask for leftovers to be brought to home. And food waste is a big issue, as we all know. It's 1/3 of all the food is being wasted globally. So if we can solve that jointly by initiatives all along the chain, that would be beautiful and helpful. So that's my story of hope.
I'm Yoyo Riva from Argentina. My company is a B Corp Tequoia, and I want to talk about Nito Anelo. He founded Safran, and what Safran do is they provide healthy snacks. And the way they do it, they hire excluded people, and they are working with the value chain with small farmers that are doing agroecological.
Hi, I'm Sarah Luckman, Head of Sustainability at Greenamy, a scale-up in Belgium. I have a shout-out to Dr. Audrey, which is the co-founder of Trianon, a sustainability firm in Brussels that really helps the companies to better understand their sustainability impacts by also including ecofeminism, deconstructing the sustainability linked to the colonialism, and also including more underrepresented
communities within Belgium.
My name is Aline Westerhof, and I am the director of the Rotterdam Center for the Economics of Mutuality based at the Erasmus University here in the Netherlands. And my person who inspires me, his name is Bruno Roche. He is the father of that whole economics of mutuality thinking. And why do I respect him so much? It's because he's actually come up with something that I feel is truly transformative. Change motivates me. And this is something that transforms the purpose of business from just maximizing profit for shareholders to profit being, or at least businesses being used to solve the problems of people and planet profitably without that profit creating problems for people and planet. That's something I think is worthwhile to go for.
My name is Thierry Saunders from Circular Action, and my story of hope is a Belgian guy in Mozambique called Stefan Temperman, who has an NGO called Amor, Love, and he is amazing. He's managed to collect so much waste in Mozambique. He's managed to get waste pickers earning more than minimum wage. He's getting recyclers started in the country. Amazing. We need more Stefans in the world.
Hi, my name is Verena. I'm Accelerator Lead at the BMW Foundation. And my story of hope is about Reefs, a startup that participated in our program who are regenerating coral reefs and thereby regenerate and restore the biodiversity underwater.
So my name is Chloe Payud and my business is Civocracy. We are a citizen engagement platform. And I would like to give a shout out to my amazing mentor, leader friend, Lisa Witter, which is the CEO of Apolitical and is reinventing the narrative around political leadership and politics in general.
Thank you. I'm Domenico Scordari. I'm CEO and founder of NMB Natural is Better. Our company is based in Puglia, in South Italy, and we do follow the complete production cycle of organic skincare products from plant to beauty. Vision, mission, and concept I would like to share is that we really need to do business in line with the concept of people and planet first. Every single action we take has to be in line with the people needs and to the planet's needs. We have no other option.
Hi, my name is Diana Eggleston from the city of The Hague, and I wanted to give a big shout out to the World's Youth for Climate Justice. It's a group of young people from around the world, from over 60 countries, who got together and actually, with the support of the government of Vanuatu, managed to get the UN to sign a resolution to go to the International Court of Justice and ask for an advisory opinion on whether states have an obligation to their citizens and future generations to protect them against the adverse effects of climate change. So my great shout out and hopefulness is that we're actually taking the world's biggest problem, which is the climate crisis, to the world's highest court. So big shout out to World's Youth for Climate Justice.
My name is Loes Fokker. My company is called the Argonauts Community. It's a community for conscious leaderships on this world. So my wish of hope that I'm shouting out, there's an amazing new project starting in Cairo, where they will pilot to bring to private equity and VC basically the skill set to level up to the best what is possible on this planet and bring a lot of positive impact to Egypt. And including there is as well consciousness. And the project owners are, I think, doing an amazing job to then bring that further into Africa. So big shout outs to that project.
I'm Michael Weatherhead from the Wellbeing Economy Alliance,
And my story of hope is an organization called Futuro Forestal, which is based out of Panama, and they are ripping up and rewriting the story of how you do timber production in a sustainable way. So out is the idea of monoculture, in is the idea of native species, and thinning the forests in a way which is regenerative for the forest, which allows biodiversity, animals to come back into the forest. I know it's a model that the UN have been getting very excited about. It's a model that everyone should get excited about.
Hi, my name is Svetlana. I'm part of Be for Good Leaders. And my story of hopefulness is One Young World, which is this amazing organization that represents youth and young leaders globally. We have representations for more than 190 countries, and everybody who is there is young, is mission-driven, action-driven, ambitious. They do amazing impact in their local communities, and I'm really inspired by them, and I want to see more of these examples in the future.
I'm Shobha Raghavan from Saha Zero Waste, India, Bangalore, and we work on the space of waste management, and our hope is that the Swachh Bharat mission, which was constituted on the basis of Gandhi's principles, really kicks off in the country and also takes it to a global level.
Ron van der Ven, iTeam Global. My story of hope is seeing companies like Greystone Bakery or Zuiver Coffee in the Netherlands working with ex-convicts and giving them a job back and bringing them back into society and give them a living wage.
Isabelle Grosmaître. I'm the founder and CEO of Goodness & Co., a new type of consultancy. We work alongside CEOs to shift purpose into practice. And my hope today is when I see amazing leaders around us with the Be for Good Leaders community, thanks to Marcello and Leen, I really feel so much hope for us to succeed in building better futures.
So François Eggermans, a strategy consultant at Roland Berger, and I was really impressed yesterday by Sarah, and she has a business, Noble Cup. They sell menstruation cup around Africa. I'm really impressed because this has a huge potential of education, impact on education, impact on the economy, and only a few grams of silicone you can change the world. I'm really impressed.
Hello, my name is Elisabeth Holt. I'm representing Orange Tip Consultancy. My inspiration at the moment is this group in South Africa called Green Pop. They have been hosting events, restoring ecosystems. They're engaging with local communities, both with urban farming, growing fynbos in the schools, engaging the companies with this mission as well. And then they're hosting 2 annual festivals where they gather hundreds of people to plant trees for Mother Earth. I think it's just an inspiration.
My name is Toroa. I'm Maori from Aotearoa. My hope for the future is for the young people, the young environmental movement. I'd say kia kaha. Be strong, kia maia, be brave, kia manawa nui, be steadfast. Chase your dream, because I grew up in that dream, an unpolluted world. I stand with you all. Much aroha from me, much love from me.
I want to thank everyone at the summit who shared their story of hopefulness. I think that radical interdependence means that we need to be ambassadors and promoters of stories that are not just our own. We need to be ready to make a name for someone else. For more information about the Be Leaders for Good Summit and network, go to beforgoodleaders.org. Being together with 1,200 people has been extraordinary, and I hope you've been inspired with the broad scope of hopeful stories from around the world. I think we need them like never before. Thanks for listening.